Hey everybody, happy Sunday night. It's a little bit of a mess behind us in the guest room. We did film a little bit of a video the other day when we were up in Daytona. I'm going to put that after what we're filming here. But what I did want to do is we stopped at the mailbox. And for the folks that don't know, we do have a mailbox for viewer mail. We just don't get a lot of viewer mail. We don't solicit things from folks, and we tend to get postcards from time to time, but anytime anybody wants to send anything to us, whether it's a viewer or it's a company or anybody, there's always an address in every video down below, so feel free to send stuff to us. We did have a couple of pieces of mail. We did have a lot of corporate credit card solicitations, but we got a piece of mail here from Andrew, and I'm gonna read this here for folks. Kyle and View from the Cheap Seats family, I just wanted to send a little something to say thank you for the content and the videos you put out there for fans like myself. I was originally drawn to your channel several years ago because of HHN and Universal content. However, I appreciate all the other adventures you document and release as well. I had the pleasure of meeting you, Kyle, a few years ago at Finnegan's during Halloween Horror Nights. Thank you again for all of your hard work and genuineness. Best regards, and hope to run into you again one day at UO. And this is from Andy. Thank you very much, Andy, for sending a note. You actually, there's a package in here which I'm blown away. You sent a gift card, which is totally not necessary at all. And I'm always very awkward when it comes to gifts. I'm going to be honest with you guys. What I didn't announce on the channel last week and everything is when we were in St. Louis, during the last day of St. Louis was actually my birthday and everything too, and I'm awkward socially sometimes when I meet people, and I'm awkward when I get gifts. I did not ask for anything from the family or anything either so far at this point, other than going away and spending time with Jess. But in any event, off topic. Thank you so much, Andy, for sending a note. And if you ever want to meet, I'm always at Finnegan's at least once a night when we go to Horror Nights, which, by the way, if you saw the video that we did a couple days ago from Universal, Horror Nights announced that their first house for 2019 will be Stranger Things, the sequel to the house from last year. This year it'll be seasons 2 and 3. But thank you very much for the kind words and for sending a note along. I think you may have reached out to me on Twitter also to ask if I had been over by the mailbox or still have the mailbox open. It's been a long time. I don't go by the mailbox that often, and I apologize for that. I need to get over there more often, and I haven't been over that way because we haven't been shooting up and down that area to go by the mailbox. So my apologies, but thank you very, very much for sending the gift card along. I'm sure it'll go to good use while we're at the parks, which, you know, of course, ironically, we were just at Universal, so thank you so much. The next package that I got is, and there's only 2 things here, so it's not gonna take too long, but got this little container, and this is from the Escape Effect on International Drive. Let's open this guy up. And we have a very nicely wrapped parchment paper here. Alright. Sealed with a little wax seal and everything. I don't know how to open this without ripping it. Let's see. I kind of ruined the seal. But, it's a note that says, Hear ye, noble knights and fair ladies, the honor of your presence is requested at the grand opening of our new medieval game, Orlando's first 2-hour escape room. Our media preview festivities will be held on February 20th, 21st, and 22nd at the Escape Effect, and respond to get your time slot. I apologize, Escape Effect, if you're reading this now, obviously, or seeing this now. We're only just reading this now. But this was sent for the 20th, 21st, and 22nd of February. and it looks like it was sent towards, or at least received towards, that date in February. Very tough to make very quick decisions on going places for us because we try to plan things out a little bit further in advance for when we have things going on. But I apologize for the thought. Obviously, we didn't make it over there. We're not very big on escape rooms either. We've been to a bunch. Escape rooms, to me, always end up being the cause of arguments or fights between friends and family when you're trying to solve for things and you're under pressure. But in any event, for folks that aren't interested, this is the Escape Effect, and they're located on iDrive, and they have a 2-hour escape room, which looks like it's medieval times based, which is right up our alley. We just didn't get over there, so maybe we'll get there at some point, but we didn't get there then. So thank you for the mail. I guess, you know, we do get things from time to time from Orlando companies that are looking for us to try to get out and experience them. But Andy, again, thank you very much for the letter, and especially for the gift card. Totally not necessary. If folks are looking to send us any type of mail, we love getting postcards from all over the place, and we've kind of have this binder of postcards that we've received from all different countries and different states at this point. So it's very cool to realize the effect of the channel sometimes when you put content out and you don't realize who's viewing it. When we were in St. Louis, we were in Six Flags, and Jess and Captain Tom's daughters were running you know, a little bit further ahead of us, and we heard somebody in line yelling out cheap seats as well, which is usually the mantra when you hear people walking by or yelling, you know, hey, cheap seats. And you never know when you're going to see people that watch the channel, and you meet up with folks, and it's not at theme parks. You know, for us, it's theme parks at times, but it's funny to get to all these other places where you run into other folks as well. We run into a lot of people at the Trans World experience, so very, very cool stuff. And last thought on viewers and content and everything. I know we've kind of been all over the place this year, and I appreciate everybody that sticks with us and watches the content that's not necessarily Disney or Universal at times and things. We've tried to broaden things a little bit and not just stagnate by doing the same thing over and over and over again. And I think we've had every day, when you watch our, you know, metrics for our channel at least, you see we gain a bunch of subscribers and we lose a bunch of subscribers every day. And I think sometimes it's because people are looking for a specific type of content. And we did go to Magic Kingdom and Disney World yesterday, so you guys will see that video come out in a day or two. And that's the other thing. It takes a little bit of time for us to edit because there's one person driving, shooting the video, editing the video, and pushing the stuff out, and that's me. If we did one type of video all the time, I think I'd be miserable, or Mary and Jess will be miserable. But I do know that, you know, there's a ton of folks out there. You could watch a bunch of Disney videos. Disney is always the thing that tries, you know, for whatever reason, draws a lot of people into the channel. And Disney videos will, if you're shooting Disney videos, you get tons of viewers and views and subs and things like that. And it's like shooting fish in a barrel. It's basically YouTube on easy button doing Disney stuff. And we'd rather not do Disney all the time and try to really show you, you know, our interests are a little bit more expansive than just going to Disney parks. So I appreciate it. The stuff that we did in St. Louis, you guys seem to really like those videos, and we did videos when I was out in Las Vegas, and people like those videos as well. And we have other trips coming up here. New York City, getting back to roots, going back to home and where we're from, and spending time out that way. And California, getting back out to Midsummer Scream, and Disneyland and Universal and all that good stuff. So there are more out of area videos coming along, and there's more just variety of things happening, so I appreciate it. And speaking of variety of things happening, this is the video that we shot the other day. It's very brief. We went up to Daytona, looking at a hotel that is due to open up over the next couple of weeks, and we're not sponsored by that hotel or by Daytona International or anything like that, but we're hoping to get out and stay at that hotel and share that experience with you. But that's that, and here's the video that we shot. Good evening, everyone, from Daytona, Florida. We're up by Daytona 1, the entertainment complex that they built just about like a year or two ago, right across the street from Daytona International Speedway. Fantastic complex, by the way, if you haven't checked it out yet. I came up here primarily to eat dinner at one of our favorite places, but I did want to show you guys the Daytona Autograph Collection Hotel. They're building this boutique hotel that opens up in roughly 2 weeks. You can see the windows there. They're gonna have all kinds of cool stuff in there, like show cars on display, different things to do inside. I'm really anxious to actually get inside, check it out, do a little bit of a tour, and actually stay there. Not looking to do like a hashtag sponsored video. I actually just wanna go there myself to enjoy the weekend, maybe be able to go out to Tortugas and things like that while staying close by. And Mary's pointing out there's an iPad in every room. There's a restaurant in there. The restaurant is called Sir Malcolm. There's an espresso coffee maker in every room. So it's kind of getting the vibe of Aventura maybe a little bit at Universal Studios. You can see the racetrack right across the street. There's so many construction containers outside, it's difficult to get a good view. But this is the entranceway. Fits with the rest of the architecture in the area. You can see the headquarters for International Speedway are over there. But while that hotel is not open yet, I can show you what else is here. They have a Game Time, you have a Bass Pro Shop, and right across the street from the hotel, newly opened, Oklahoma Joe's. Went back to momentarily is this Rock Bottom. Really enjoy that place. P.F. Chang's is next door. There's a Medici's over here. This Guitar Center is still open. Can't believe it. And there's kind of like a whole little entertainment area in there with the fountains. It's Sugar. Our favorite, Jeremiah's, is over here. Here's the other side of that Game Time. And then right across from that is Miami Grill and Bar. And then Custom Built Burgers. And then last but not least, the Cobb Luxury Theaters. Rates for the hotel run about $157 to $183. At least that's for the days that we were looking at. So not bad. I'm sure when it comes to the races, it's going to be impossible to try to get a room at that hotel. But literally you can walk out of your shower and cross the street and get to the track. We will definitely be back though to try out that hotel. It should be noted there's another hotel a little bit of ways over here, Fairfield from Marriott. And I have not stayed there yet either, but I know it's kind of more of a standard hotel as opposed to the boutique type atmosphere of the Autograph Collection. And again, racetrack right behind us. But for now, we're heading to Rock Bottom. I like this place a lot. And at Rock Bottom, they do make their own craft beer here. Selections are usually pretty awesome. The food is delicious. This is the beer list for what they brew on site. I'm going Lazy Bones. Mary's going Fitzcarraldo. And unfortunately, the menu, the one thing that I love to eat here all the time is this pretzel crusted chicken, is not offered anymore. They took it off the menu just under a month ago. And now I don't know what to do. We're starting with jalapeno pretzel sticks. This was very good, although we didn't show you us eating this and putting pretzel rods in our mouths. I got a steak since I didn't have the pretzel crusted chicken. I got garlic mashed potatoes, chimichurri sauce, mac and cheese. Jess got wings, some veggies, and Mary got shrimp and grits. All right, welcome back. We're gonna call it quits for tonight. Sorry for the hodgepodge video again, as always it seems. But thanks a lot for coming along. Thank you very much for all of your likes and your comments and your subscriptions. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Have a great night. We'll see you guys.